when rape crisis centers first started popping up, we thought prevention was telling women to stay out of parking lots, and we only thought strangers were raping women, and then we started figuring out, no, that's not true. Depending on whose numbers you look at, somewhere between 84 and 92% of the time, the victim knows her perpetrator. So then we started saying things like, if she says no, it's rape, and no means no. And then we kind of started thinking, well, that's ridiculous. She shouldn't have to say no. So then we kind of shifted the focus, and we started focusing on men. Are you catching on? This is pretty heterosexist, right? It's very, queer people, again, are left out of this whole conversation. But anyway, we shifted the focus, and we started asking men, did you get consent, right? And then around the same time, we kind of took a step back, and we started thinking, prevention is more than community education. It's more than prevention education. Yes, those are important parts of prevention, but prevention is a whole spectrum. People like to talk about, like seatbelt use, right? You can't just go around and scare people and be like, wear your seatbelt, wear your seatbelt. Like, that's not going to work. You have to start at the top, right? So you want to influence policy and legislation. You want to start passing laws. You know what? You're going to get a ticket if you don't wear your seatbelt. It's a whole spectrum that looks at, communities and educating providers and building coalitions with people, because the sexual assault movement is not going to do this by ourselves. We're not going to eradicate sexual violence by ourselves. So bringing other people to the table. And I feel like that's the spirit of the spectrum of prevention, is bringing a diversity of voices and a diversity of tactics to the table, and remembering the unusual suspects. And that's why it really works really well with what we're trying to challenge our movement and our communities, because the sexual assault movement is one of my communities. I'm trying to challenge my community. We can do better than this. I'm trying to give people a little push. Let's move a little bit further.